Good afternoon, everybody. It's Mikey here. Uh, just want to do a quick vlog today, and I honestly will tell you, it won't be an hour. It won't be 40 minutes. It won't. If it's 30 minutes, I'll smack myself in the face for you for having to listen to me for 30 minutes. Okay. Anyway, I just want to go over some things coming up in my little world. Today's Friday, October 2nd. Supposed to be the start of the Minster Oktoberfest. I took the day off for it a long time ago. They got canceled. I decided I'm keeping it today anyway. Hell with it. So, the Wu flu got another one. Wu flu. And as of this morning, the Wu flu is now in the White House. So the Wu flu's got President Trump and Melania Trump, First Lady. So if you're on Donald's side, which I know a lot of you are, and some of you not, but I think everybody wishes no ill will towards a person. If you're wishing harm or death on somebody, you're a fucking asshole, and you don't need to associate with me anyway. I don't wish death on anybody, even Sleepy Joe. I mean, I hope he lives to be 105 if he can. I just think I've seen some of that stuff this morning already. That's pretty sad that they're like, oh, I hope they both die. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. This is the country we. But anyway, I'm not gonna lie. I promised I wasn't gonna go off on a tangent. I just want to say personally that I hope the president and first lady recover quickly. And to piss people off, I hope they do use hydroxychloroquine and it works. That would be even better. But honestly, I mean, I hope the president of the United States is fine and dandy. I don't want any more sickness from this thing at all. But I mean, he's in the age group, so Melania's probably safe. But Don, take care of yourself there, buddy. Anyway, I'm not gonna get into the politics rant and stuff on this particular vlog. I was talking about the Minster Oktoberfest. It got canceled from the Wu flu. A big tradition for me. Every year it's my favorite weekend. We spend the whole weekend in Minster, drinking lots of beer, eating all the German food, the polka music, just the camaraderie. And I don't think I've ever seen, maybe in 30 years, 2 fights maybe or something. I mean, it's very rare there. It's like a big community. I haven't seen them, man. I'm sure there's been more than that, but for the most part, it's just a beer drinking good time. All the people you haven't seen for months, maybe a year, seem to show up in the little village of Minster. It holds about 3,000 people or some shit, and probably gets 10 times, 20 times that a year for Oktoberfest. So I feel bad for the community of Minster too, because I know it's a big moneymaker for them. And I did see some businesses there saying, you know what, Wu flu, fuck off. We're going to do our thing. And they got some food vendors to come in, and they're having it like at a big parking lot, and they're doing their own thing I would say, to keep the tradition alive. Everybody that looks forward to that every year in Minster, I'm sure, is off the hook. I mean, when I lived in Minster, it was I was counting the seconds till that first beer stand opened on Friday night. I was ready. So I did see they were doing some stuff up there, so good on you, Minster. I did know from, I'm not going to say his name or nothing, but I know a guy that told me that a couple or a family or something in Minster actually bought or rented out the couple bands. They got like one of the big polka bands, the Clobberheads, and local like a Karma's Pawn, or the band that always plays, the cover band that always plays there, just normal music, I guess, not polka, but I guess they hired them out, and they're gonna have a big party out in the middle of nowhere, but it's invite only. But man, I'd love to be at that, because I love my Oktoberfest. It really pisses me off that I have to miss it this year, but being the lucky man that I am, I mean, I'm a lucky dude, man. I really am. And I think of all the stuff I'm lucky for, it's pretty impressive. But I have the wife that has been around, 10 years now. We've been together. And she knows what Oktoberfest is all about for me. She knows what it means. So she is, in the kindness of her heart, going to go out, all out. She went Tomorrow, I'm having my first and hopefully last because I don't want to do that. I want to go to Minster every other year this weekend. This is Minster time for me. But I can't be there this year. I mean, I could, but it's like it's not the same. I want the big Oktoberfest. Anyway, my lovely wife, the saint that she is, going full bore on this thing. She's like, just tell me what you want. And I'm like, well, I got to have the polka music. That's easy enough. Spotify, get the rocker out or the Bose, and just play polka music for 3 solid days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. She goes, well, what else do we need? And I said, well, I got to get beer. Of course, I'll have plenty of beer. Always do out there at the river spot. But she's going crazy with food. She's like, I'm going to make every German food I can imagine. So we went through a list. She's got her stuff, hers that she likes, her spatzel, her German potato salad. I got the Metz. I get the brats. She made German chocolate cake cupcakes. I mean, potato pancakes. She's gonna make those. I mean, just through the roof. Every German sauerkraut, of course. So she's just gonna bless me with all this German food, and I get to listen to polka music and drink a lot of beer. So I'll dress in my little hat and I'll drink out of the boot. Wear my German drinking team shirt that I wear every year. It's like it's gonna feel as close to Oktoberfest for me as it can, and I'm thankful for that, and that the fact that she knows it's important to me, even though people think that's stupid. It's just a festival. It's blah blah blah. Nah, I'm saying it is, but to me, it's a big deal. I love Oktoberfest. I love the atmosphere. I love everything about Germany, culture-wise. It's just, I'm digging on it, and I always have. I have since I was in high school. I mean, I took German, and it was like I was obsessed with German. And I couldn't afford to go when our class went. I mean, my mom didn't have that kind of money laying around, and I didn't expect her to, get a loan out so I could go to Germany. But it was like, that's why I was so adamant when Hannah had the chance and Casey had the chance to go. I'm doing it because I wish I would have got to go. But, even then, I'll go when I retire. So I'm saying my retirement gift to myself is Oktoberfest in Germany. But I'll be back in time for Minster because I don't miss Minster. So that's one of the spiels I have for the day. So I'm going to enjoy my weekend, my own little Moshtoberfest. Like I said, first annual, maybe hopefully last, because I'll never cancel my shit again. You hear me? No woo flu no more. But Tuesday, I've had this piece of trash knee going on for a little bit. Torn meniscus, torn a couple of other fucking ligaments torn out. Bone spurs everywhere, arthritis. I mean, I'm old. I walk on concrete for 30 some odd years now, and it's gotten to the point where it's unbearable. I gotta give a big shout out to my coworkers, like my other team leader, Johnny Miller, my other team leader. Been having to pick up a lot of slack. I just couldn't get there as fast as I used to. I'm gimping around, I'm limping around. Everybody around me is helping me out. I appreciate that at work, but it got to the point where it was scheduled for November originally. I told him I can't keep doing this. I feel useless. I feel like tits on a boar because I just can't do my job the way I usually do, and it's painful to boot. I mean, I can't sleep at night. I don't want to be addicted to painkillers and all that shit. So I take normal over-the-counter stuff, and I took some old Narcos, stuff like that. Wasn't cutting it, man. It was just too much for a big old man like me. So I am going to go ahead and have that surgery done on Tuesday instead of waiting till November. So I'll be down for a little while. I'm hoping a month, 2 weeks to a month. I'm probably saying a month, but they're saying 4 to 6 weeks, and I'm like, well, whatever you tell me. But I'm hoping it's a cure, at least 75% better, because this sucks. Gimping around and limping around, not sleeping and all that shit. It's horrible. Don't wish it on anybody. And I know there's people with a lot more illnesses than me, and I'm not trying to make myself look like, oh, I'm just struggling so bad. It's just painful. It's uncomfortable, and I couldn't do my job as well. So I have to get it done. So that's going to be Tuesday. So I wanted to get on here, and the last thing with that, uh, I'm going to be blowing up your newsfeed. I mean, probably blowing up your newsfeed, and it's because I'm going to do a lot of podcasts over that time because I really enjoy podcasts. I really do. It's just for me, but it's fun. It's like I do a podcast, I do little musical intros, and I do the little anchor ad at the beginning, and I got a trailer for it now. It's like it's just a lot of fun, and I go back and every time I'm in the car now, that's what I'll do. I listen to the 0 Hour on Spotify, and I'll try to throw the link down there if you're ever interested. I have 3 or 4 on there already, talking about not just politics. I talk about First Amendment rights. I do talk about politics a little. I've talked about mental health. I've talked about foul language and what I deem to what is foul language, and some of it's pretty tongue in cheek. It's funny. Some of it was pretty serious, but the last one was pretty funny, and I think the next one I'm going to do will be pretty funny too. I think it's I've already in my mind already decided it's about the art of driving today and how so many people are freaking bad at it, man. I mean, they're just, whew. Driving is not what that's part of my anxiety about being on the road, man. People can't drive, but so I'm gonna blow up your news feeds with that. I'll blow up your news feeds with my music stuff, which it's been a down year for music, but I'm still proud of what I did in the past. So everything, even my former band, Laughing Cattle, I'm gonna throw some stuff on there. The Undying Obsession, of course, I'm going to throw a bunch of stuff on there. And I might even grab some buddies of mine bands and just share them too. Why not? I don't want to go crazy on you, but I'm going to be sitting around for a few weeks. Probably not feeling the greatest first week, so I ain't had nothing to do but sit here and talk to myself. Casey goes to work. I'm going to sit around here, and I want to be creative at least with the time I have off. Unfortunately, I gotta have it off, so I'll do that. But I'm gonna throw some links in the description if I can figure that out, because I'm still not computer literate. But actually, this podcast is great because it's nothing. You go to that site I'm on, you talk into it for a while, you publish it, and it sends it to Spotify, it sends it to Google, it sends it to Apple. It's awesome, and I'm not trying to promote them, but you listen to my ad, it's pretty funny because trying to read off a script, it's hilarious, but but it's very calming and therapeutic for me. So it's like it might work for you. Try it yourself. And the time I'm off, I'm going to try to have a couple guests on there, guest podcasters, and if they can download the app and I get with them and we'll talk for a couple hours. Why not? It's something that's interesting to some people and not others. I mean, I've only had a handful of people listen to my podcast, but hey, I don't care. I listen to it because it reminds me of what I was doing 3 weeks ago, whatever I was thinking. And there might be stuff I go back and look on and say, boy, you were wrong on that one. Or you were absolutely right on that. Or you're right on the money. Or what the hell were you thinking? And that's going to be my little gift to myself. And if I'm feeling down and in the dumps, I'll just say, I'm going to listen to a podcast, one of my funny ones, or something. So that's what it's for. But I just wanted to do a short one today, a short little vlog, and tell you what's going on coming up. If you see a lot of activity from me, I'm sorry. My Facebook page for the 0 Hours doesn't get a lot of traffic, which, people get tired of getting pages, blah, 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 so... And I said I really didn't want to use my personal page for a lot of stuff, but you know what? This is who I am, and the politics stuff. I'm involved in it, and I'm a conservative Republican. I'm not going to change. I'm a Trump guy. The election's coming. It's gonna be a shit show, just like the debate was. I mean that was bad for both sides. It was terrible, and I don't look for it to get any better, but. I'm still going to vote for Trump. I'm still going to be a conservative Republican. But if you're riding with Biden, hey, you got your reasons. I can only talk to you so much. But as long as you don't tell me how much you hate my guts and want me to die over this shit, it's politics. I'm hoping the best for the country. I know, like I've said 20,000 times in every vlog and every podcast I've ever done, prove me wrong. If Biden comes in there and proves me wrong, or Harris, or whoever the president actually is, I'll be fine with it, man. I'll be like, hey, the Don was great when he was in there, and I got a lot of respect for him, but he gets beat fair and square. They come in there and do a better job. I'll man up to that. That's, hey, man, he did outstanding. Joe Biden was the man. I didn't think he would. I mean, it's like, come on, man. I just can't see it, but if you win, prove me wrong. If you win, prove us right. Prove us right. It's like, there's this side right here. We got to get through. November 3rd, I'll be happy. Well, whenever the election's actually declared, because, with all these mail-in ballots, it's going to be Christmas. But I'm hoping for the smooth election to where it's, for me, of course, I hope it's a Trump runaway. And for Biden people, I'm sure they hope the same thing. So I just don't want to, I'm not going to hate your guts for being a Biden fan. I might smirk behind your back and think, because you've got to be a liberal. Most of you are liberals, and I'm like, I don't understand liberals, but like I said, it's free country, We're allowed to think what we want. But I'll probably be blowing up some political stuff too in there, I'm sure, as it gets closer to the election, but I don't want anybody to get pissed off about it. I mean, you could scroll by it. It's like you could scroll by this. You might not even hear this thing. Scroll along, if you don't like it. That's what I do. If I see, unless I really, if I have something to say, I just kind of say it. I try to be respectful, but sometimes I get pissed and I say shit I shouldn't. Especially when I'm a keyboard ninja. I got mad yesterday about some of the stuff from the white supremacy shit. Proud Boys and all that. Am I a Proud Boy guy? Am I a Proud Boy myself? No, not really. I'm not an extremist. But I can understand. Antifa's been running the fucking roost. Proud Boys are saying, we're tired of this crap. And Gavin McInnes, yeah, he's a hardcore, he's a fucking feminist, everything else, against anti-feminism, whatever. He's a little bit out there, but, I mean, he's kind of had interviews where he's kind of bordered on the Antifa line to me. It's like, violence this, but violence begets violence. Isn't that what the saying is? If you get violence, you're going to get violence. And Antifa's had violence for months, and now the Proud Boys are in there, and they're white supremacists. Now bullshit. Have you ever seen pictures of the Proud Boys? Have you seen the black Cuban leader of Proud Boys? I mean, Gavin McInnes might be the founder, but old boy, a black Cuban is the leader. So I don't think it's white supremacy group. I would bet about everything I have that it's not a white supremacy group. Extremist, yes. Far right, yeah. Oh yeah. Tired of the bullshit, sure. And I just hope it doesn't get out of hand. I really do. I mean, I hope that once the election's done and the Wu flu goes away and we get some of this semblance of a country back, get some of these people voted out that are causing a shitstorm, even both sides. But Pelosi, get her out. Schumer, get her out. If there's nut jobs on the Republican side, get them out. I mean, I'm all about term limits for me. If I was the president, it's the first thing I would have hit on, probably term limit. Saving our children and term limits. I have priorities. And the economy and all that would fall in place. But that's just me. I'm not running. If you want to write my name in for president, go ahead. But I'm not that into politics. I mean, I just want what's best for me, my family, my future generation. I want whatever's best, whatever that may be. So, but I'm sure I'm gonna get pissed at stuff, and I'm sure I'm gonna spread some of my beliefs onto you. That's what I say. If you see an overflow of me for a month, that's why. It's because I'm spinning my wheels at home. I hope to get back to work very soon and be, like I said, at least 75%, because I know my knee's shot. I don't want to replace it till I'm older and ready to retire. And unfortunately, I got some more years to do. So anyway, I appreciate if you're watching this, and have a great weekend. It's Moshtoberfest for me. I'll enjoy it. It'll be a little chilly, but that's okay. Just keep going on with things, man. Trust and believe in your convictions. Stay safe out there. I'll see you.